A new trend is blowing up on social media and raising some concerns among sleep experts. So-called bed rotting has people documenting the joys of staying in bed for hours or even longer, calling it self-care. But is it actually good for you? Dr. Chris Winter, sleep expert, neurologist, and host of the Sleep Unplugged podcast, is joining me now for more on this. Dr. Winter, so great to have you on.
Thank you.
So let's just start with the explanation, because people might be saying, I'm sorry, bed what? Bed rotting? So
Rotting.
Just explain what this is.
Bed rotting. So a TikToker came up with the idea of just basically being in bed for long periods of time outside of the time when you sleep and dubbed it bed rotting. Do you want to rot? Is what I like to ask my patients. And it's essentially, non-sleep activities in bed, which a lot of sleep specialists have always warned about in terms of its drawbacks and things of that nature. But just spending time watching TV, eating, cooking, socializing with friends. I've heard people cooking in bed, getting everything ready for their banana bread recipe.
So it's like, I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere, I'm just gonna sit here and rot in my bed and love every second of it.
That's right.
Okay, so the benefits sound like you get to relax, you get to chill, it's enjoyable, right?
Yeah.
But this can backfire. So talk a little bit about the drawbacks here.
I think the biggest drawback is if you struggle to sleep already. You're having difficulty initiating sleep, maintaining sleep. I think being in bed awake for a long period of time, resting, dozing, napping is not necessarily going to set you up for great sleep at night. Plus, you're not engaging in social activities, you're not moving your body through time and space, you're not exercising. All those things could have a negative impact on your sleep.
And explain the difference between someone laying in bed, frustrated, trying to sleep because they didn't sleep last night, versus someone laying in bed because, hey, I'm enjoying myself and this is really nice.
Right, and I think that could be really the pro. I spent a long time moving furniture yesterday, lying flat on a bed in the evening felt really good. So I think there are positives in terms of self-care. I think the bigger issue is if you're struggling to fall asleep and being in bed, it might be a good idea to move from that space and take your frustrations elsewhere. And
you've said that you just came back from a big sleep conference, I know, and they talked a lot about teen mental health and how this may be linked.
Yeah, I think that was a huge topic at the big sleep meeting in Indianapolis, the overwhelming mental health crisis we have. I think that if we're looking towards bed rotting as a mechanism to improve mental health, I think for a lot of young people, it probably doesn't. Being out, socially interactive, being involved in meaningful endeavors might do more to improve mental health than simply wasting away in your bedroom.
So how do you think we strike the balance between giving ourselves that time to relax and maybe enjoy ourselves in bed or outside, and also wanting to get that physical activity, wanting to get that social interaction? How do you know when you're relaxing and when you're maybe overdoing it?
I always talk to my patients about it being sort of like a stock portfolio, and we want it to be sort of balanced, that you can be in bed, you can be on social media, you can have your phone. I just think that it needs to be balanced out with all the other activities you talked about, getting outside, engaging your senses in terms of being in nature, being exercise and being active, doing pleasurable activities outside of just simply being in bed. I think it can fit into that portfolio very nicely.
Awesome. Dr. Winters, great to have you. The book, Sleep Solution, the other book, The Rested Child, and the Sleep Unplugged podcast.
Thank you so much for being such a sleep advocate,
there.
Diane. You're wonderful.
You guys are wonderful to me. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.